We often think of solutions as fixed, as if the right answer could bring lasting peace to a problem. We look for the one explanation, that one routine, that one strategy that will fix everything. We long for the comfort of finality. This is it. I've solved it. I'm done. But life doesn't work that way. The truth is, every solution has a lifespan. It serves us only up to a point. It's temporary, passing, impermanent. Every plan, no matter how brilliant, eventually exhausts itself. And that's not a sign of failure. It's simply the natural rhythm of growth. The word plan comes from the Latin planum, meaning a flat, level surface. To plan is to lay things out on even ground, to create a clear field to work from. From that same root, we get explain, to flatten out an idea, making it plain and clear. And then there is complain, originally meaning to flatten completely or to beat down in grief. What begins as clarity eventually becomes exhaustion when it is pressed too far. This cycle shows us something profound. A plan serves only until it is exhausted. What once was fresh and alive eventually becomes repetition, then frustration, then lament. We mistake solutions for absolute answers, but in reality, solutions are not endpoints, they are possibilities that work for a time. When you cling to them as permanent, you eventually meet their edge. They lose vitality. Imagine you've explained an idea over and over. At first, it brings clarity, but eventually, you feel drained. You're not failing, you've simply reached the neutral limit of that plan. The solution has run its course. Every plan has a duration, and when it reaches that duration, it calls for a new plan. Not more of the same, not clinging to what once worked, but a shift in perspective, a releveling of the field. The most important resource you carry into every plan is not the plan itself, but your energy, your awareness, your attention, your willingness to meet yourself fully. When you avoid discomfort, you leak energy into distractions. Those distractions build their own unconscious mini plans, looping in the background, draining you further. Coping mechanisms like, say, pouring another glass of wine aren't true solutions. They're exhausted plans dressed up as comfort. They don't resolve the discomfort, they only postpone it. The real shift comes when you meet the discomfort directly. The work then is not in clinging to solutions, but in facing what's underneath them. Every plan eventually brings you back to yourself. If you avoid that meeting, you'll keep replaying the same strategy without awareness, wearing yourself down. But if you meet yourself, your discomfort, your restlessness, your resistance, you reclaim your energy. And with that reclaimed energy, you can create a new plan, a new perspective, a fresh way of approaching the same practice, the same structure, but with renewed vision. A tree is rooted in one place. It grows only where it is planted. But you can uproot yourself. You can replant yourself in new soil, in new environments, in new ways of seeing. That is the gift of human consciousness. The real strength is not finding the perfect belief or the final solution. The real strength is in knowing you can uproot, replant, and thrive. So the rhythm becomes clear. Plan, lay out the field, explain, work it, Clarify it. Repeat it. Complain. Feel the exhaustion. Meet its limit. And then replan. Step onto a new level, a fresh field. This is not a closed loop, but a spiral. Every time you replan, you rise to a new level. You can carry forward your tools, your practices, your routines, but you see them differently. And from that difference, new life emerges. You don't need the answer. You need the courage to keep planning, replanning, and planting yourself again.